Right, we're live. Right, let's get the music pumping. So I thought I'd go live the moment OBS shows the blue light, but it doesn't. Because on one of my other streams, it didn't start the moment. The past broadcast doesn't show that moment because I started speaking the moment it went blue, and I said something to try and see when it starts. And it doesn't. But yeah, we're back, and I didn't do one of these things for the past what 2-3 days, because I was doing Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, and I didn't want to keep changing the title. I didn't want to keep taking out. That's what I wish you could do. I wish you could have like pre-saved titles. So if you're changing the topic, so you can think, right, this is going to be saved because this is like a season thing, like a just think, right, preload this one, so then it brings up my tags, so I can save tags. Like I'm doing this sort of video today, right? Let's load up these tags like that. But I hate. That's what I think. That's why I don't really bother with tags anymore. Because I hate having to type them out, and then if I'm doing another, like if I did Donkey Kong, I'd have to take away the tags and then re-put all the tags in for Donkey Kong. And if I'm doing a video like this, I've got to take them off, then do the tags for this. And then if I'm doing another part 2 of Donkey Kong, I've got to take them out and then put the tags back in again. It's just fucking annoying, so I just don't bother with tags anymore. I don't care. I'd rather go by the title. That's it. I'm not desperate for views. I just enjoy doing this, so it gives me something to do. So right, that's the news. And I was getting a bit drained with doing these news sort of reviews. It's the same. It's been the same cycle. It's either this protest, coronavirus, and there's something else. The economy. It's the same fucking thing. So yeah, we haven't even said what we're snacking on today, unless you read the title. These Milky Way cake bars. We're gonna see if we can smash these. These are really nice. I have tried them before, and that's why I thought, oh, we'll do a video on them. And then I bought another packet, and they've been sitting in my box for weeks, for absolute weeks. For some people, these might be a bit sickly, like eating all 10 at once, but eating just 1 or 2 they're really nice. If you like Milky Ways, fire. And I've got some other variations of these cake bars as well, and they're not very big, but they're really like, compared to the size of my hand, they're quite tiny. But the calories, a lot. You're looking like over 1,000 calories. All of these. So I'm gonna have to do a lot of walking to burn that off. And because these are Milky Way, that's like all space. That's why I picked Meteor Herd as the music for outer space. That's the best I can do. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Milky Way is great, and I like Milky Way crispy rolls. I was in Iceland yesterday and I spotted them crispy rolls. They had a pack of 5, like 5 twin ones. So 5 twin, because you get 2 sticks in the pack, so it's 5 packets. So that's like 10 sticks there, and they're really nice. But they used to be really long, like this. But like when I was a kid, like a teenager, and I used to eat them. It's been really long, but now they're really short. Like all chocolate bars and sweets and snacks, all these things everything's got smaller, and the prices have gone up. Like the price of a Mars bar now compared to the size of it, like years ago, like back in the day, like 10-15 years ago, you used to be able to get like a king size Mars and Snickers, and the bar would be like massive. Like now they've smallened it down, and their equivalent of a king size is the duo, so you're getting 2 little ones. Hang on, I've just got to check these ain't out of date. Yeah, best before 29th of June. I did buy these a few weeks ago. Look at this. It was. I don't like the way the people are going about it, the way they're causing destruction. Yeah, I don't know what to say about it. just shaking my head in it. Again, I think where I had them stuck in the box for so long, they've gone all soft and mushy. That's what it looks like inside. Matches the packet. Just chuck it down there, innit? Dentist. It's not gonna work. You can't do dentists at a safe distance. You need that guy, that person's hand in your fucking mouth. They need to be right up close to see what they're fucking doing. What do you expect them to do? I put their hands by their mouth and they're looking at a fucking screen or something. It doesn't. It's not gonna work. I thought we were going to go back to like normal when I saw a post saying that Boris Johnson wants to reduce the social distancing. The moment, any time we're like inching closer to just going back to normal, there's always something that props up to try and stir you away or make you go backwards. Like you got the NHS virus tracking, and then you got them banning sex in your house. Now it's illegal, so now they've pretty much just stopped life like that. They've stopped reproduction and breeding. So anyone that's born next year or within the 9 months, you could be like prosecuted for breaching the lockdown. But now, how can people start a new relationship? They want everything to be social distance, everything to be distant. Legally no, legally no, legally no. You can't do anything, you're fucked. Let's try not to take victory up. What is this? Take a knee, now raise a fucking eyebrow. What the fuck do you want? The US mass protests are raising eyebrows around the world, but China is watching with particular interest. As anti-racism protests sweep across the US, Beijing has seized upon them to hit back at Washington for supporting last year's Hong Kong pro-democracy demonstration. Chinese state media have given extensive coverage to the protests, highlighting that chaotic scenes and alleged police brutality in America to claim that China enjoys greater social stability. But Nigerian put up for sale on Facebook refuses to return home. You know why? Because she's going to get fucking murdered. I was going to mention this. I looked a little deeper into the information on this, and it turns out they're selling their babies as well. They're having like children out of wedlock or out without their parents' permission. So their fathers are like threatening to kill them, because that's what it's like out there. Same as like Islam, like you get the parents that will end up slaughtering their own children because they went off and had kids with someone else without their choice. So they go off and sell the babies. I looked it up yesterday. So look, where's all the anger there then? So where's all you Black Lives Matter? Because this makes you hypocrites, because it's your own people doing the selling. So you want to talk about slavery and white supremacy? You can't even keep it at home. You can't even keep. You're not even controlled out in your own homeland, the motherland, Africa. Look, the Nigerian woman who was advertised for sale on Facebook in Lebanon has refused to return home, according to the head of Nigeria's, whatever that is, Diaspora Commission. The woman was being sold for $1,000. She was rescued by the Lebanese authorities and taken to the Nigerian embassy in Beirut. The advert caused an outcry in Nigeria, and the man suspected of involvement in the advert was arrested. The 30-year-old woman now says she had found another job in Lebanon. Head of the commission said she tried to convince her to return home, but she refused. Even the secretary to the state where she is from spoke to her. We just hope the Nigerians going to work in Lebanon will be properly treated and not treated as slaves. Miss whatever that is, I can't pronounce that. She said the Lebanese government had brought back 69 out of 79 Nigerians who were in Lebanon. The 69 are currently in quarantine. But the Lebanese embassy stopped issuing visas to Nigerians seeking domestic work. Jesus Christ. So look, you can't, it's your own people doing it, and you want to say about, pointing the finger at the white man, slavery, like when they talk about slavery, like the slave trade, like 400 or 500 years ago, they always make it out as if the Europeans just arrived on your shores and just took your people. Like there's more to it than what you think. I reckon it was exactly like you're seeing it now, where they struck a deal and they sold people to the Europeans, and they got paid well. Like, and by this time they've spent it. What it's like to be an African in the US. What it's like being an African in the US is probably like the same as being a white person in Uganda or South Africa. Like, remember the Africans going around killing white farmers and burning their farms to the ground and massacring the white farmer. It's probably the same, isn't it? It's never equal, is it? Like if you're an outsider, you're going to be treated different. If you're not from there, you're going to be treated different. Like if me being a white man, if I go to Asia, China, Thailand, Japan, Egypt, if I went to the Middle East, I guarantee you I will be treated differently. I won't be treated like a local. If you went to like a countryside in Thailand, like not the city, and you went off into like the sticks, out into the middle of nowhere, and you just passed through some random village, you're gonna get eyeballs on you. And they're gonna think, "Who are you? What are you doing here?" And you're gonna stand out like a sore thumb. Same if I went to some random tribe in Africa. If I just took a flight to Africa and I just waltzed through anywhere, I'm gonna be treated different. Innit? Like humans are territorial beings. Like if you're not from there, you're not welcome, innit? That's how it is. And we're very protective of your own. So if I could, even in my own country, England, I can go off somewhere that's not local to me, and I can walk around the streets and probably end up get eyeballed or get looked up and sized up. Who are you? What are you doing here? Like all the predominantly black estates in London, I could just walk through there and I can get stabbed and killed, just like you lot that are killing each other just because I'm not from there. Ain't you lot fighting over postcodes? You're not from this postcode, so you're not welcome here. Isn't it not the same? Like, they want to make it race. It's not race war or racial tension. It's territorial tension, isn't it? You're not from here, so you're not welcome here. So that's what it is. But they always have to make it out as if to be colour. It's not. Fatal shootings compared to percent of population of ethnicity. Like the white police pick on everyone. Like police in America, they target everyone. Like they just want to highlight the interracial encounters. Like you do get the arsehole police that will abuse their power, but then you'll probably get an arsehole white cop in America. He'll also pick on a white person. I've seen it on YouTube where they show people pressing their luck with the police, like trying to outsmart them with the mouth. Like, so no, you can't do that. That's not under the law. And then and the white person just ends up dragging them out of the car anyway. And that's white people they're doing it to. How many white people in America have been speeding down the highway and they've been pulled over by the police for speeding when they weren't? And it's a white person, and they still make an example out of you. It's the exact same. I could go around my own area and the police could pull me over, and if I start talking or getting all lippy, he'll make an example out of me, like give me a ticket or arrest me. It's nothing about race. It's them. It's about personality and who they are as a person. Like you probably got Nigerian police abusing Nigerian people, innit? I can look it up right now. Look, I guarantee you, I can look it up. We'll see. Let's see. You want to make it about a race war? Look, Nigerian police brutality. Look, police brutality. 77% of Nigerians say. 77% of Nigerians say the killings they hire, while 23% claim there's nothing like that. Look, this is in Nigeria. Look, Nigerian police. So who do you think they're being brutal to? Their own people. How many white people live in Nigeria? So there's nothing to do with race. Oh yeah, police brutality. The police are racist. Look, China, police brutality. brutality. Let's see what the Chinese police do. Look what the Chinese police in Hong Kong are doing right now to Chinese people. You say, oh, it's police brutality, oh, it's racist, police are racist. They're not. It's them doing their job with an iron fist, isn't it? And then you get the police that abuse the power. And that one incident that you've got with the George Floyd was one of those rare incidents. It was one of those ones where you get the arsehole cop, and it just so happened to be interracial. So you got to be careful what you wish for. The society wants diversity. They want everyone to mix. And now you're going to get scenarios like that where you're going to get the white cop abusing his power on a black man, and then you're going to also get a black cop abusing his power on a white person or a Chinese person or an Arab person. Any time there's an incident in England and it's an Arab person doing crime, the white cop can't intervene because he's going to get labelled racist, so he can't do his job because he's going to get labelled racist. So it gives other ethnicities the upper hand and to get away with crime. That's why you've got all these grooming gangs and rape gangs and knife crime and all these crimes on the rise, because they know they can get away with it, because they know as soon as they get caught they can pull the race card, so the police can't do their job. So you wonder why crime's on the rise, because diversity, isn't it? Am I right or wrong? And you get people saying, "Oh, well, you're white. You don't understand racism." Why not? I am a part of the race. I am a race myself. What do they say? Oh, one race, human race. Well, then that's me, isn't it? So I can have an opinion, and I can have a say. I am part of the race. If I see racism, I can have an opinion on it. I've been to Japanese hostels and refused entry to the hotel because they say it's Japanese only. I've been to Thailand and I've paid more to enter a crocodile farm where the locals get to pay less. I've been in a taxi in Thailand and the taxi extorts you and charges you more, and he'll go the long way round just to make the taxi meter go up. But if it was a Thai person, he'll get treated differently. So am I not allowed to say that? I've been to Egypt and I've been abused by local people in Egypt because I'm not Arabic. When I was staying in Sharm el Sheikh, I had a regular person, a regular civilian, shout at me. He was pretending to be the police and he was shouting at me for walking down the street like the long strip in Sharm el Sheikh. They had this one day where the American politicians or the American government was visiting Egypt for a talk. They had like a talk in one, and it was set up in one of the hotels, and they blocked the entire strip off, and everyone had all of the Arabs at work had to wear like dress formally, and they blocked the whole street off, and they said no one's allowed to go out. And I didn't know. I was walking along, walking to the gym, and I got stopped by this guy, and he was pretending to be the police, and he was shouting at me, saying, "Oh, what are you doing out here? You go this," and he was proper like breathing down my neck, and I just ignored it. And it turned out he wasn't a police officer or a police person. He was just a regular nobody, bus driver, and works in one of the hotels. So there's racial abuse there. So you can't say white people can't experience racism, because they can. What about when white people try to take part in hip hop and try to do hip hop? You say, "Oh no, white people can't rap. White people can't do this. This is our music." As if to say you're not welcome. Is that not racism? Like to say, "Oh, you're not welcome in our genre of music." That's like a black person taking up martial arts, and then the Chinese people saying, "No, you can't learn that. This is our method. This is our culture." No, innit? It's not heard of. Yeah, this video will get so much flack. I'll probably get abused and made an example of, saying my opinions, because it's not about the skin color. It's the individual. There's white people out there that do me harm just as much harm to anyone else. Like when I was a teenager, how old was I? I must have been about 13, 14. I remember getting robbed walking down the street. Someone got me in a headlock and nicked all my stuff, and they were a white person. So what about that? I've been in high school with my Pokemon cards, and a white person come over and knocks them out your fucking hand. As soon as it's diversity and it's another race doing it, it causes a stir, doesn't it? I don't know if I can eat all these. These are getting really sickly. I've got 5 to go. I've done 5. I've got 5 more. Because of the sugar, I'm starting to feel it. I feel in the rush. In fact, should I get the chat up? I don't know if anyone's watching. And I'm just here talking to myself. Yeah, no one's in there. That doesn't matter. We've got nearly half an hour, 25 minutes. 4 views. So people that have been coming in here, they're the bots. Okay, every time I stream, you get bots. They just randomly like your video, and then once the stream ends, there'll be a comment saying you want to be friends. You need more subscribers. These are like bot comments. Yeah, it's not about black and white or race. It's all about rich and poor. Because it's the people that get abused by the police and that are the poor people, because they know you don't have a leg to stand on financially to fight it. So oh, fucking hell. That's all they want to do. That's all these Black Lives Matter want to do. They want to bring out the worst examples of a white cop abusing his power, but they don't want to show you. They don't want to show you the good cops doing a good job, like the cops cracking a case or solving a murder or bringing justice to someone that's been murdered for years. Like, they don't want to bring out the good stuff. They just want to show you the toxic police. But at the end of the day, all these cops here that you're seeing that's going against the grain with you protests, they're just doing their jobs. They're being paid to do this. This is what they signed up for. Look, the victim tripped, who violently shoved this elderly man, left him on the sidewalk bleeding from his ear. But when you shouldn't have been out in there in the thick of it, then, should you? You don't want to get out there in the hustle and bustle of a protest. You're going to get hurt, isn't it? There's going to be a lot of people, a lot of shoving, and a lot of people around, and you could look, an elderly man. What are you doing out in a protest? So that's like sending him out in a mosh pit, and now he wants to blame everyone because he ended up getting his head cracked open, or he ended up getting injured. You knew what the the possibilities were, isn't it? Oh yeah, I'm 80 years old and I'm gonna go out in a violent looting fucking protest. What's that? Yeah, I forgot to loop it. Yeah, we've been going on longer than 30 minutes because that was a 30-minute extension. Yes, we've gone from coronavirus to fucking protesting. But even Madeleine McCain's coming wants a piece of 2020. Look, they're saying that they're assuming she's dead, right? So how come they've still got photos of what she would look like today? Look, she must be like what? How old was she when she was taken? Like 3-4 years old. She must be like a teenager now. Look, they've got like photos showing you what she would have looked like today. So if she's assumed dead. These two parents are mentally fucking ill. They're gonna have these photos until she's an adult, like until she's like a pensioner. They want to see what she would have looked like. Why are these two people getting such special treatment when anyone else kids go missing? It doesn't go to the masses. It goes to the frontline news. Like people's kids go missing all the time, like get killed and that. They get their little 5 minutes of glory on the front of the paper, and then it's forgotten about. What about that Emily Jones that was stabbed in the neck by someone of another race, or the Sarah Payne, whoever it was, and all these people that get killed or go missing. Why are these two people so special? Like to get special treatment and get special funding. Like, you see how much money's gone into this fucking case. But 2007. They probably turned it into a tourist attraction, like the apartment. Oh, everyone come and see. Look, this is the apartment that she was in. Oh, this is the bar that the parents are at. Look at the distance between the bar and the apartment. You're gonna get people coming and having a look. When they go, when was it? Where was it? Portugal. Tourist attraction. No wonder Portugal's they want UK tourists to come back. They'll open this up as a museum. I don't think I'm gonna finish these Milky Way things. They're getting a bit sickly. I'm not forcing myself to eat it. We've done as many as we can. So what, we've done 7. I can feel my fucking blood pressure getting pumping. I don't want to fucking have a heart attack on fucking stream. So I'm going to stop it there. We've had my little rant, ding dong, racism and the news. And I'm going to take a break and I'll come back later and start another game. I've got something in mind. But between now and then, I could change my mind again. So anyway, I'm going to stop there. Peace.